Antony is expected in Manchester today, and he might be traveling from Ajax to Manchester United today in here on the United Matters channel. Confirmed, deal done and dusted, as we did in the previous video, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. The deal is done and dusted. United have paid 100 million euros for Antony, and the deal is done and dusted. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you are watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video into this channel. And guys, if at all you never knew, we are left with 50 subscribers to hit 7,000 subscribers, guys. We are left with 50. We are 50 less to hit the target. And obviously, we are going to start marking onto the 8,000 subscriber mark this month that we are starting off September. So guys, if you never knew that United has agreed a deal with Ajax to sign Antony, you might be on the wrong planet. Let me bring you up to speed. United has agreed a fee of 100 million euros to sign Antony, and is going to become the second highest expensive player at Manchester United after Paul Pogba, then Antony, then Harry Maguire comes in the third position in there for you, and it's a deal done and dusted. Rock and David is my name. Allow me get into this, and we will let you know what it's all about and what has transpired ever since Fabrizio Romano came out and really broke the story. Obviously, this happened fast. The agent of Antony, who goes by the names of Junior Pedroso1 on Instagram, went and retweeted and said, "Here we go in there for you." Then after that, a brother to Antony, who goes by names of Emma Susantos, told us that here we go, and you see the plane that they are flying to Manchester in there for. You know, these Brazilian players do come with their families, and obviously he stays with the family in Amsterdam, and he is ready to fly with the family in Manchester, because that's where they really believe that the next big step of their journey is in Manchester. Welcome Antony to Manchester United. He's expected to fly on to Manchester this week, and obviously it's going to happen today, as confirmed by very many other people out there. Let's go into these people that have confirmed that the guy is going to be arriving in Manchester in 24 hours from now. It's said by Simon Jones of the Mail Sport that Antony is expected to travel to Manchester United over the next 24 hours once the deal has been ratified. That is Simon Jones from Mail Sport. Then Seth of Sky Sports, he's a reporter and presenter at the Transfer Talk on Sky Sports. He has told us that Antony is expected in UK in the next 48 hours for the medical after agreement in principle struck between Manchester United and Ajax. Fee is guaranteed 95 million euros plus 5 million euros of add-ons. Obviously, Ajax are really getting a bargain. They're really getting a bargain out of this, and they've gotten a lot of money for this player. And when United made the bid of 80 million euros, I had an instinct speaking in me that this deal is going to happen, because Ajax can't let this money go. And only 20 million euros couldn't stop United to go in and really add it onto the 80 that was rejected by Ajax, because they had not brought in Frankie de Jong. And they needed to put in something out of there to the fans that, oh yeah, obviously we are really working on something that you guys have not yet seen. And obviously Antony is one of the most liked signings by Manchester United, and I really believe that they did it as a spin. They knew they would go in for Antony, but they knew it earlier that the Frankie de Jong might not happen and they will be slated by the fans. Now they put up this Antony deal as a backup plan, and obviously after bringing in Antony, we're not going to sign another prolific player or profile player, because that's all for the Glazers. They're going to go in for players that are 20 million euros, 30. Obviously, we're in for goalkeeper of Newcastle, 5 million euros. Memphis Depay, 10 million euros. Those are peanuts to the Glazers, provided they go in and really get these deals done. But when you look at Antony, he's really a very good player. And to me, I don't care about the money, because it's not my money. You get? The Glazers have been here not spending money for a very long time, but this season they've managed to cough out close to 160 million euros in a space. It's 150 million pounds in a space of just a week. Remember, they paid 60 million pounds for Casemiro from Real Madrid, and the deal adds up to 70 million euros. Then Antony, 85 million euros, meaning that they've spent close to 160 million pounds in a space of in a space of 1 week. Then they had already brought in Malacia and Lisandro Martinez for 13 million pounds and 46 million pounds respectively. That is like 60, meaning that the Glazers have so far spent 220 million pounds, meaning that they can even extend it to 250 if at all they bring in a right back, a reserve goalkeeper, and obviously Memphis Depay from Barcelona. As things stand, there is even a speculation that that Gapco can also be a deal that can get done in the next remaining days of the transfer window, but we expect these deals to happen. But obviously we've been told by Seth Demesh of Sky Sports that a deal has been agreed, 95 million euros and 5 million add-ons. Everyone is confirming that, and obviously he's expected to fly in United. Is expected to fly to Manchester in the next 48 hours. To me, I really believe that he's going to fly in Manchester in the next 24 hours. Reason, I think it would be great for Manchester United to have this player in the game of Arsenal, and they don't want to make any delay into this, and they want him to come early enough, do the medical, and when the medical is done, he will be unveiled and announced by Manchester United. Then Fabrizio Romano, number one transfer guru, he has told us that lawyers checking contracts in order to sign Antony deal on Monday. Full agreement between Manchester United and Ajax is worth 95 million euros, guaranteed fee, all upfront fee, 5 million euros add-ons in the for you. The deal can be considered done as revealed earlier today to be sealed on Monday. So United have really gone in for a very huge spend on Antony, but obviously the Glazers are doing this because Ratcliffe came in through and wanted to buy the club, and the club was performing badly, and they had not spent money. They had only spent 60 million pounds, and they had only brought in 3 players. 2 paid for cash, 1 comes in on a free, and then they've gone in for Casemiro, and obviously you can call him a Frenkie de Jong replacement. And then we go in for Antony in there for your 100 million euros. All right, that is a very good spend for me, but the problem is they've delivered the package late. It's like being hungry and they bring in food when you're on your deathbed. You get? So that is something that you won't even come in to appreciate. However much you will save life, but obviously you would have gone through a lot of pain. We've gone through a lot of pain ever since the transfer window started, because the Glazers have been really not sanctioning these deals, because United, after agreeing a deal with the club, they have to go in and really talk to the Glazers, because the Glazers are the ones that really sanction the money to leave the accounts, to go and cross from one account to another. That's the problem. But the lawyers of Antony are really going through the contracts submitted in by Manchester United, and I know they are valid contracts and they are going to be accepted, and Antony is going to fly from Ajax to Manchester, undergo his medical, and obviously is going to be a United player. And a deal again has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, 95 million guaranteed fee, all upfront fee, plus 5 million pounds of add-ons. Then Simon Stone, coming in from the BBC, is a football reporter. He has told us that it's understood that United will pay an initial fee of 80 million pounds for Antony, with a further 4.25 million in add-ons. That is pounds, and the others have been euros. Fabrizio is talking in euros, but these ones are confirmed them in pounds because they are British now. The fact is 95 million euros guaranteed fee agreed. That is 80.75 million pounds, and 5 million euros of add-ons. That amounts to 4.25 million pounds. So Manchester for the medical. He is due in Manchester for medical within the next 48 hours. Obviously, that has been confirmed as the medical has been scheduled, and he's going to be in Manchester in the next 48 or 24 hours. But we believe that by the end of today, Antony will be in Manchester, because I read a story I think on Saturday, that he has even reserved a private jet that is going to fly him from Ajax to Manchester United. So let's wait and see how he's going to arrive in Manchester. Then Simon Stone has told us that Antony is due to arrive in Manchester to complete a medical within the next 48 hours. United travel to Leicester City in their next Premier League fixture on Thursday, 1st September, but Antony would need to receive a work permit before making an appearance. Obviously, I know 1st September is the deadline day. Is the deadline day for Manchester United. That's it. Sorry, not Manchester United, but for the transfer window. That's when the transfer closes down. And I expect him to be really having a very good. Sorry, that's an alarm. Time for prayer. But I have to get this done and then go in for prayers. So, Antony would have to receive a permit. And for him to be registered to play in the Premier League, obviously, he has to be having a work permit. And obviously, I know that work permit is going to be worked on from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I know by the time we step at King Power, Antony will be a player who is able to play for United. And you never know, his debut might be against Leicester City. And something has just crossed my mind. The reason as to why Eric Ten Hag gave to Casemiro not starting the game of Southampton was he has not yet played 90 minutes ever since the season began. That's what he said. But obviously, for Antony, I've seen him play 2 games for Ajax and he has played 180 minutes, meaning that he has played 90 minutes for 2 games. What does that indicate? The manager trusts Antony. He might throw him directly into that game of Leicester City. He might throw him into start, or he can bring him on later. But because we are playing on fast, when the deadline day, which is the deadline day of the transfer window, obviously you expect things like Antony having gotten a visa to allow him operate in the Premier League or UK to be done. So that's what Simon Stone is telling us, and he might get his debut against Leicester on first because they're having very many days. Monday, when the medical is done, they submit everything. They'll be having Tuesday, Wednesday. Those 2 days, I think the visa will be gotten and the player will be playing for United in here onto the United Matters channel. Then we've been told Manchester United will finally sign Antony. He will fly to UK, and this is Jason Butt, chief football correspondent for the Daily Telegraph and the Sunday Telegraph. He has told us that Manchester United will finally sign Antony. He will fly to United Kingdom on Monday for a medical to complete the move. Outline agreement on the fee was reached for Antony on Saturday, with Ajax deciding the fee was simply too good to turn down. Final fee 95 million up front plus 5 million euros of add-ons. That is Jason Butt. He's just confirming what the likes of Fabrizio Romano, David Austin, Mark Verwage, DiMarzio, and Simon Stone have already confirmed to us that United is paying that amount of money for Antony. Some people are really saying it's a lot of money. Obviously, it's a lot, but I really believe he's going to hit the ground running. To me, he's hitting the ground running. That's it. Then, Rob Dawson, a United correspondent for the ESPN, has told us that Antony is set to become Manchester United's second expensive signing. Fee agreed is around £80.7 million, which could rise to £84.9 million. Medical to follow, and then the visa process. Ten Hag has finally got his man, and Ajax have got their money. Obviously, Ten Hag wanted this player die. He wanted him badly, and obviously he's at Manchester United. And the reason as to why Ten Hag really wanted this player is, when you look at how Rashford is playing, it's really alarming. Sancho looks like he's showing in signs of really thriving under Eric Ten Hag. And obviously the game of Liverpool he played very well. Then the game of Southampton he came in through and really had some cameos in there for you. But for me, I really saw him really do something great. In that goal that we scored against Southampton that really enabled us to win that game, did you see the way he passed that ball to Delo? And Delo brought in that cross to find Bruno unmarked, and he really tapped to the back of the net. You get? Sancho really had a very good hand. The secondary assist was that of Jadon Sancho, and obviously when Antony comes in through, I really believe that Rashford is going to go back onto the bench. Reason being, he is really going to be playing Antony on the right attacking side of the midfield. Then Sancho will be played on the left. That's it. Sancho will be played on the left because sometimes you never know Rashford will lead the line for United because sometimes Anthony Martial is going to be injured and maybe he will be rested. And then unless we bring in Memphis Depay, but it looks like we are short of centre forwards. But obviously, Antony coming in through is a very good addition from that right attacking side of the midfield because he adds a lot to us because we've been predictable. So when Sancho's playing as a right winger, when that left back of the team of the opponent that you're really attacking really gets Sancho out, then you need another option. The option is Antony because Antony will come in through and really sit them down. He has a very good flair and secondly a good set of skills that can sit people down. Good cross on him, he can score in goals, and I really believe that people are not really betting on Sancho positively, but for my case I'm betting positively on Sancho. Reason being, no one has really made Antony reach the levels where he is right now other than Erik ten Hag. And guess who is the manager of Manchester United? Erik ten Hag. So Erik ten Hag knows exactly where this guy fits in his team. If at all he never felt the virtue of Antony's services at Manchester United, he wouldn't have told United to spend 100 million euros because 100 million euros, United would have gone and brought in some other 2 players or 3 in that amount of money. But he told them, please go and get me Antony. Go and get me Antony. And thus, this has confirmed to me that what he told the players in training, that the board has given me the entire authority to sell and to keep a player. This is showing me that he has entire authority stamped onto the squad. And he has benched Harry Maguire, he has benched Luke Shaw, and the team is performing very well. Malacia is playing very well. Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane will be playing very well. And obviously, now none of the English media is buffering. You get? They were bubbling when Lisandro Martinez got beaten in the game of Brentford, the 3rd goal, complaining about his height. But obviously, when he returned in the game of Liverpool, he was a different kind of player altogether. And in the game of Southampton, which played with tall people, he owned all the aerial duels into that central defense area, into that box of United. That is Lisandro Martinez, short, strong, but he is good in the air, and he's sitting people like Jamie Carragher down. And obviously, after the performance of those 2 players he signed from Eredivisie, Malacia and Lisandro Martinez, I think the board had everything to go in and really say, all right, if you want Antony, we are going to get you Antony, because these 2 players that have come in from Eredivisie are performing very well. People were so much underrating the Eredivisie that players from the Eredivisie don't come in and perform very well. But it depends which manager has really signed them, because if you sign a player and the manager really knows where to sign him, obviously he fits him directly starting 11, and that's what Ten Hag has done. And obviously the lad is coming to Manchester United, and obviously he's one of those that is exciting to see at Manchester United. Then Jason Bott, finally, as we really sum up and call it a day, has told us that Manchester United are considering signing a right back or a midfielder, possibly even another forward, United are considering signing a right back or a midfielder, or possibly even another forward before the transfer deadline. United are also moving for Martin Dubravka to provide competition to David De Gea. For Dubravka, it's known all over that United are in for him, and obviously the right back is something that we've been chasing for a very long time, obviously, and another forward in the names of Memphis Depay. So it looks like United are going to go in for a right back, whom I don't know exactly the name is going to be, but they're talking about Munia, they're talking about Serginho Dest, Marcus Arons, and very many others. But let's wait and see how that is going to happen and who Erik ten Hag is going to make the periodic signing of Manchester United. For the centre forward, it's obviously Memphis Depay, and United have made an offer of 10 million euros to Barcelona, and that is exactly what Barcelona are asking Real Sociedad to offer to them, and it's going to happen like that. Guys, thank you very much for watching in. Rokan David is my name. Antony is expected in Manchester today to undergo his medical, and let's wait and see how things are really going to be going on anytime from now. But remember, we are heading into a very busy last 4 days of the transfer window. 29th, 30th, 31st, 3 days. You get 3 days left. 3 days left. Busy window. I don't know whether we're going to sleep because notifications will be really buzzing on our phone because of the deals that United will be in for at the deadline day in there for you. I sign out for now. See you later. Your reactions are welcome to the comment section below. But remember, we are left with 50 subscribers to hit 7,000 subscribers on this channel. Guys, help me subscribe to this channel and let's keep spreading the love. I cover you all in the blood of Jesus Christ. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly, and may Him grant you whatever good thing you wish to happen to you this week. I sign out for now. See you later, and that is going to be tomorrow. Last video of the day done in the wee hours of the night, but obviously I had to do it because you needed to get this news onto your laptops, tablets, phones, smart screens, and everywhere you are watching us from. I'm out.